Hello everyone, my name is Webweaver and welcome back to another episode of the Haru arc. We're slowly making our way through all the color palettes, and then, I don't know. Like, every so often, like, we just rotate through the entire, like, every color palette in the game, and that's kind of crazy if you think about it. Games should have more color palettes, but then again, I could also just install, like, Reshade and then, you know, like, I'm pretty sure Reshade works with this, right? Because it's just like an injector. It works with pretty much everything. But, that could be kind of interesting. Give the game a new coat of paint, for lack of a better word. And speaking of coat of paint, I finished re-base coating all of my assembled Grey Knights. And honestly, like, I really like it. Like, they basically... Like, they're not as flat as for like a color anymore. Like they used to be like really flat color wise, and now they've got like some interesting color transitions. And it like okay, like it doesn't always like I think I could definitely do a better job. But the thing is, it's more important just to get the paint on them and to actually just get the experience, if you know what I'm saying, if you know what I mean. Right? Like you gotta try something, and even if it doesn't, like, here's the thing. I'm not on copium. I think they look good. Alright, but I am saying, what I'm trying to say is that I could do them better, but for like 2 hours on like, I don't know, like 3 squads and a couple HQs, it's like that's fine for me. Got like a squad of intercessors, a couple squads of strike marines? What are they called? The strike squads? And then I have some Terminators who are characters, you know, just hanging around. Still need to build my Dread Knight, and I got a Land Raider, and I don't know if I want it to be like a Grey Knight Land Raider, or I should turn it into a Chaos Land Raider, because originally I got it because I wanted to do the teleporting Gate of Infinity Land Raider, but they took that out of the game. And so, like, the entire reason I bought the model is now obsolete. And so, you know, Chaos could always use it. Because originally I got 2 rhinos to... This is the thing that I do hate about Warhammer, ultimately, is that I got these Chosen, and Chosen didn't have a model at the time. They're coming out with a Chosen model kit now. But Chosen didn't have a model kit, and they were just like regular Chaos Space Marines, except more powerful, and they could take like any weapon in the Codex. They could take a lot of different weapons in the Codex, right? And so what I did was I found this fun little build, and it was a fun little build. I don't play Khorne, so it wasn't cheese, alright? I play Mono Slanesh, so this strategy would have just been for fun and not for, you know, disgusting. I mean, it's still kind of silly, but basically it's like, you get a transport of any kind. Some people people recommend the Drill, but the Drill is a Forge World model that costs like $100, so I'm not gonna do that. But you know, people recommend the Drill, but I was gonna use Rhinos. And basically the idea is that you take you take a couple units of Chosen, and you all give them Thunder Hammers, because they could take Thunder Hammers. And it was a really silly... Actually, you know, since we've got the old coin... Yo, I have an idea. I was gonna use the old coin, sell it to buy smonks, but actually, this is the no smonking Haru run, where we're going that way. But Thunder Hammers, for those of you who don't know, are basically like how 40k kind of works with melee weapons is you have your blunt, your axe, and your sword. And so the sword pierces armor so that your opponent's armor save is harder. And blunt weapons like hammers and maces, they deal the most damage, but your opponent still gets their armor, right? Like, they usually have, like, an AP of, like, -1 or, like, an AP of, like, 0, while swords can have, like, an AP of -3 or 4. Kind of think of it like World of Horror, like doing a stat check. It's like if you're in a dangerous threat level location, you have a negative modifier, if that makes sense. That's just sort of like the most, that's the way that I can connect it to something that you're probably familiar with. But, like, you know, if you have a 3-up, if you have, like, a 3-up armor save, and somebody has -1 AP, you have to roll a 4 or higher, something like that, right? So, yeah, actually kind of similar to what we have here in World of Horror. If you have a -1, you actually have a +1. So it's like that, essentially. Kind of shockingly so now that I think about it, but I suppose it's just a normal system. So you have the, so the Thunder Hammer does a lot of damage, and a normal Space Marine unit cannot usually carry a Thunder Hammer. It's usually reserved for, like, bigger units or, like, characters, as sort of like, hey, you wanna, like, kill something that's really tough, and you're not really worried about the armor save. But the Thunder Hammer is just really strong, right? I think it's slow. Like, I think it has, like, a -1 to hit in combat, but that doesn't really matter. And so the funny strategy was you just have, like, 5 Chosen, like, chilling in a Rhino, and then they would just run out of the Rhino, and you've got, like, you know, like, 10... I think it was around 10, it was probably more than 10, because, like, all the buffs you can give them, but you'd have, like, 10 plus Thunder Hammer attacks, and it was just silly, right? Was it very good? You know. If you were playing Khorne and you got those bonus attacks and bonus strength on the charge or whatever, I don't know what Khorne does, I just know it was good. Like, then, yeah, okay, it would be pretty good, right? Like, but in the new Codex, they have overhauled Chosen, and the problem with Chosen is that they don't have access to the Thunder Hammer anymore. So the 10 models that I built with Thunder Hammers are now obsolete and can't do, and I can't play what you see is what you get with them legally anymore, because they don't have that war gear option. And I don't think there's any, like, the Codex hasn't come out yet, right? But I don't think there's any, like, recourse that I really have. Like, there's another melee-focused unit that gets to use Thunder Hammers or whatever. But, like, it's just kind of a shame, right? Because they were really fun to model. You know, because Chosen had the ability to wield 1 melee weapon and 1 bolt gun. So, you know, what I did was I gave them, you know, bolters, and then I gave them Thunder Hammers. But you could go a little crazier than that. I think they could use combi weapons, I'm not entirely sure. But, yeah, no, it's just kind of a shame. It's certainly, it's certainly, like, that's the thing that kind of feels bad. And also the thing is they're, like, changing the rules all the time, which is another thing I really don't like. Like, I've ranted about this before, I'm pretty sure, but the Grey Knights Codex, like, I pre-ordered that thing. And because Games Workshop messed up and they accidentally gave me, like, 8 million, discount codes, discount vouchers instead of just $5. So I got the book for, I got the book for $5, essentially, because they gave me, the book was, like, well, sorry, this is in pounds, but, like, the book was 30 pounds, they gave me a 25-pound voucher for, like, no reason, and then they sent me an email saying, hey, we sent you the wrong amount of vouchers, we're gonna correct that on Monday, and so on Sunday, I just purchased the book for £5, and it was really funny. But, you know, I pre-ordered the Grey Knights Codex, and I got it, and before the book arrived, that's crazy, by the way, that we passed that strength check. Before the book arrived at where I was staying, they had already released online resources that invalidated the book. And I think that is so absolutely insane. And I think it's just absolutely unhinged. Like, I like what Malifaux does, where it's like, all of the rules are free, but if you want to... Also, did I mess up? I think I did. Uh-oh. Okay, we're gonna have to do another mystery as a treat. But that'll kind of be okay. That'll kind of be fine. We don't need to use the chainsaw immediately, Copium. We haven't even fought anybody yet, by the way. That's actually kind of messed up. But, like, Malifaux, what they do is all the rules are free, and there's even a free app that has rules for all the factions. That's incredible, by the way. What on earth is this first mystery? But, if you want, like, the lore and the story and all that, you need to actually buy the book. And the book also has rules in it. But the rules are in an online environment first and foremost. And I thought that was so cool. Because it's like, you can... go in with what you need, essentially, if that makes sense. Ooh, Heart of Darkness. I wasn't paying attention to the, whatchamacallit. I wasn't paying attention to the lighthouse at all, so I have no idea what it is that we do here. But, yeah, no, it just feels really bad, like, trying to actually play Warhammer, because they don't have all of their rules in, like, a good space. Like, I guess if you're subscribed to Warhammer Plus, do they still give you the rules? Because I remember they were doing this really weird thing, where if you were subscribed to Warhammer Plus, you had all of the rules of the last edition, so that you wouldn't have to buy the codex for a faction that hadn't been updated yet for the current game, if I'm remembering that correctly. We take 2, she goes down to 13. I'm straight up not having a good time here. What the hell? I wanna guarantee that she's dead. I don't wanna mess around when she's dealing that much damage. That's wild. We'll go ahead and get cursed for stamina, because we haven't done much of that crazy stuff yet. Admittedly, holes is not very good. Yeah, sure, but we can go in. That should be fine. We've got a light source. I'm pretty sure there's a check for that. Also, was she our first fight? I think she was, Inspiring Model. Because I can't remember fighting anything else. And this is also our first level up, so that's still probably true. I'm gonna take Fast Learner. You're gonna think I'm crazy, but I don't think we have any school gaming, and Reporter's Bag is worthless. So I'll just get 8 Strength, because we are using a Strength weapon, so, you know, that's gonna help. So Whole Ridden Thing is my answer for second enemy. Are we gonna even stay here? I don't know if we're gonna stay here, by the way. I don't know. Like, 3 Reason, that's an investment. When we have a 55% hit chance, that's real bad. Like, I don't wanna... Fatal Flora is for plants. That's actually... I'd be interested in trying that if we ran into man-eating plant or something like that. I don't want to get to... I honestly don't want to get to 6. I don't want to go down to 6 Reason. I think that's pretty bad. Doom is encroaching, admittedly, and that's a little bit scary, but... I don't know, I can't gamble on hunger times 2. That's pretty unfortunate. What if we just got 4 more hungers? No, I can't do that. I can't fight that when we've got, we really should have the chainsaw by now, but that is a mistake that I did make, admittedly. I'm not happy with this. I'm not okay with what's going on here. We really need to hit that. Now, if we could get a sewing kit just randomly as a treat, you know, that works too. That would be nice. Please get me the hell out of this mystery. I would really appreciate it. Thank you very much. Thank you so much. Price hike? Oh, jeez. This is such a weird run. It's gonna pick up a lot more once we get to the point of getting the chainsaw. That was a momentary lapse in judgment, of course, about, you know, not getting the chainsaw. Please don't make me fight something right off the bat. I'd really appreciate it. We're just gonna retreat from the room. Nothing fancy. But yeah, anyways, I repainted my Grey Knights. It's pretty nice, honestly. I really like how they look now. I think that, like, because my main problem with them before was that they just didn't have a lot of depth to them, so they were like a very flat color, and I liked that color a lot, but I felt like, you know, it's a 3D thing, you know, it needs some depth to it. You know, the fact that you can't tell where the crevices are, well, crevices are the wrong word, but like, you know, like there's armor panels and there's like cracks and crevices in between the armor panels. The fact that you can't really notice that because of how it works, we're just gonna fight the boss, I think. I think that's completely fine. Well, it's really not, but, you know, it should be fine. I think you can cheese this. I think you can cheese this. Don't even... I believe you can cheese this. Or maybe you can't. I don't know. I really don't want to miss when we're about to die, if that makes sense. We need to hit both of these, please. Thank you very much. Oh no, my stamina, it's broken. I don't know why I put those two attacks there, just as, like, paranoia, I guess. But now they've got, like, a very nice depth. I really like what the inks have done to them. I'm definitely going to use the same technique, I think. I probably won't even bother to... Well, I'm trying to think of what order I should do it in, because, you know, people like to do the Zenithal, but I could do, like, a blue Zenithal, right? Where I have, like, the turquoise and the green. I forget what it was specifically called, but, like, it's a long name. It's a long name. And it's not Thalassian green. That was also my mistake. It's like PH something something, or maybe that's just how you pronounce Thalassian green. I don't think it is though. But you know, it's like green with blue shade. Like mix the turquoise with that, and then do sort of like an underspray, and then like mix the turquoise with the white and do like an overspray, sort of like a Zenithal highlight, but with blue shades instead of whatchamacallit, instead of just black and white, if that makes sense. And then just go over it with turquoise. I think that could also work, and I'm gonna try that on at least one of them. Yo, fast swimmer, let's go. We're living. Now, unfortunately, we have 4 health, which is not good. That is incredibly true and real. We need to get 1 item. I'd like it to be a brick, thank you very much. So we'll discard Fatal Flora, and we'll discard the brick. We've got a torch. We could have discarded the heavy-duty flashlight as well, because, you know, we're just doubling up on light sources, which I guess you could say is for no reason. But I don't really know how much it necessarily matters. We're on Goizo, aren't we? Or no, we're on a Thutu. Okay, good, good, good. Oh, that's terrible. We rolled a 9? Are you kidding me? Like, we're gonna take a nice little rest, go to the monument. Didn't want stamina, thank God for that. That's one of the weirder skill checks. That skill check has to be... Every time I see that skill check, I think something's weird is with it. Aw, you've got to be kidding me. He was scared. He was frightened. He wasn't showing up until we got rid of the whatchamacallit. I'm just gonna let 8 attacks at 6 damage apiece deal with him. Will we fight the boss? Yeah, we'll fight the boss. Why not? Like, unless we just eat -4 stamina here for, like, no reason, I don't think there's any, there's not really a reason to me on why we should, like, not. Because I just look at our combat. Like, we're killing every enemy in the game in 4 hits. Now, here's the part where we probably, you know... I have no idea if we're gonna mess up or not. 30 power is kinda sus, I'll be honest with you. But he's gonna do 2 to all. We're going to attack him 8 million times. It's not really a big deal, you know? In my heart of hearts, I feel like you can cheese this. We could've killed him outright, but hey. How many 70% chances do you think this guy can dodge in a row? The answer is 0. I'm probably just gonna get stamina again. Unless we get something like, yeah, that's pretty bad. If only the chainsaw was a gun. There's nothing good here, actually. There's literally nothing good here. If we didn't have 69% nice Doom, I would probably re-roll just to get something more interesting, because damn, that's boring. Like, I took Reporter's Bag. Oh, hey, we have a 100% hit chance. Next on the agenda, I mean, honestly, it would probably be doing the weapons again. And actually trying to, like, learn how to do weapon. Oh my god, we could die here? What the hell? Hold on. I mean, you know, if we just do, like, if we just believe in the heart of the cards, you know, we'll be fine. But, like, statistically, there's a chance we could have died there, and I feel like this game would do a little bit of trolling, honestly. If there was any game that would do a little bit of trolling, it would be this one. Don't even at me about that. But I think we're still probably gonna be fine. Admittedly, I don't remember my seconds at all, but, you know, it is what it is, right? Yeah, sure, we'll take a ride, that's fine. I realizing that, I'm like, oh god, maybe I should preserve my, okay, yeah, that's not good. We could take -6, -3, so... You know, I'm a little bit concerned about this. I mean, he's gonna die in one turn, right? 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 No... You can't trust it, so why don't you just, like, kill him, I guess? Or we could do... we could do that. We could just never miss an attack. That's fine. Yeah, sure, adrenaline, why not? I mean, I just gotta get stamina. I gotta get stamina and hope for the best here. We gotta do all 6 of them, by the way. And we don't even get to heal. We don't even get to take a bath? Are you kidding me? Aw, jeez. Okay, so -3. -3, uh-oh, -6, Takashi. Oh my god, we're taking -6, -3. Okay, that's, bad. And we're taking the -6 immediately? So there's not really any counterplay outside of, you know, doing that. And so now we just have to hope we don't lose, because that's sort of the only option that we have, you know, which happens sometimes. I mean, this guy is absolutely fucked. Like, there is nothing that Takashi can do. But, and I mean, here's the thing, his presence doesn't even, like, you know, do anything. It literally has no effect. He could not be here, and it would not change the outcome of this at all. Which, I mean, that's not really his fault, you know? Like, he didn't know Haru was gonna get a chainsaw. What a run. Very, very weird. But hey, when you get old coin, you can play Haru like pretty much any character in the game. And I also want to point out something. I don't think we ever got a curse from Curious Birthmark. I literally think we never got one. Like, we got Mind Wipe really early on from a curse, just like a regular curse event. And then everything else was just a curse event or getting cursed at the Witch's Tree. I don't think combat has ever... I don't think combat did anything. Which is really weird. Like, I genuinely believe at the start of a run, the game flips a switch on whether or not Curious Birthmark or Medical History is going to do something. Because I literally forgot that we had it. Like, I thought that I messed up the Haru arc and I was playing a different character. I'm not even gonna lie, like, I just forgot. I literally forgot. Literally for gore. But anyways, thank you so much for watching. I hope you're all staying safe out there. I will see you on the next episode of World of Horror. Have a good one. Bye.